The International Labor Organization is unique among UN agencies because it is tripartite. It brings together representatives of workers, employers, and governments to discuss issues relating to the world of work and to develop international standards for the advancement of worker rights. Among the many critical issues that we discussed over the course of the past 2 weeks were issues relating to labor conditions in supply chains, labor conditions for refugees, the ability of refugees to legally work in countries where they find themselves, many very timely issues that are playing out in broader political contexts in the world today. One of the most important discussions that took place related to the development of voluntary guidelines for countries to use in providing access for refugees to labor markets. It's very important that refugees be able to become self-sufficient. And in order to do that, and in order to maintain their own dignity, they need the opportunity to be able to work, to be able to support themselves, to be able to support their families. Another major step forward was the approval of a plan of work for the office on the issue of global supply chains and working conditions for workers in those supply chains. This is an increasingly important issue in our globalized economy. Because these chains stretch across national boundaries, it's very important that we be discussing in an international context the responsibilities of governments, of employers at different levels of the supply chain. Earlier this week, the Director General of the ILO, Guy Ryder, was reelected to a second 5-year term. He was unopposed, so there were no surprises there, but it did reflect a very positive note of confidence in his leadership. Promotion of labor rights internationally is important to the U.S. The nature of work is changing around the world. Globalization is having a big effect on employment, on the forms of work, and the ILO is a place where those changes can be discussed and responses can be developed.